Alright, welcome back everyone. This is the WCG Malaysian Qualifiers MUFC versus Orange eSports. And joining me once again, of course, is Haiku and Mishka. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Just excited to see some more hard action. And Mishka, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, okay, so Jin will join us in a while, so let's go over the bans as they're banning really quickly here.
Have some quick bans.
Yeah. So Keeper of the Forest, Polywalk Priest, Silhouette, Fade, Hellbringer, Puppet Master, and Plague Rider. So we've seen Fade continuously banned throughout this tournament.
And Magnus is the last ban there. Yeah. The Fade ban and the Keeper ban have been consistent all throughout this tourney. As well as the PR has been on and off. He's either been picked up or he's either been banned. But again, we can't stress how strong Keeper of the Forest is as a hero in this current meta game, which involves a lot of push, and we see the Torture getting first pick. You see the importance of the push type strategy already demonstrated there. And another ban that I'd like to mention is this Polywalk Priest.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially
yeah.
after that last game.
Definitely.
Some really big war traps, and pretty much what Polywalk Priest cost the Mage Bean to have a really hard time.
The Puppet Master ban though, I just like to touch on that. He's probably the strongest carry in the metagame right now, because he's just able to burst you down so well, and he's such a versatile hero. You put him in a tri lane with Myrmidon and say another sure stun. Puppet Master by himself already has 2 CC abilities. Myrmidon has 2 of himself, and he's just a really strong hero when it comes to the metagame. Just give him the Alchemist Bones, he disappears for a while. He comes back with that Shrunken Head, Whispering Helm, and that Assassin Shroud, and he already hits so hard. And his crit is gonna go like for what, 600, 700, and it's nothing really to scoff at. And you see Thor pick up the Myrmidon and the Pebbles, so
Yeah, so once again we're gonna see another Pebbles, pick up. But so far we haven't really seen any dominant Pebbles play. You know, they've really been having a lot of pressure put onto them, and as a result they have the really late Pearl Key. But hopefully we'll see a dominant Pebble this game.
see, the problem is, if you pick Pebbles this early, they know what to pick against it. And although it's a good first pick material, it's just this whole tournament, he has been struggling as a hero actually. And I'm not sure if Tor's opponent picked him up the last game, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so hopefully they're able to play a better Pebbles than their opponents had last game. Although I'm still rooting for that for that off pick up, be it an Emerald Warden or another Mage Train. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully,
is Emerald Warden banned for this tournament? I'm actually not sure.
I don't think so. I think Revenant is the only auto ban.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we will see more unique pickups, such as that Mage Bane last game. Very interesting. As Wild Soul, not really.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you want to touch on that?
Oh yeah. Wild Soul right now, people who are watching the stream, they think, oh, Wild Soul, that's a definite jungle hero, but that really isn't the case these days. Wild Soul, they've been using Wild Soul as a solo hero, and he's an excellent solo hero at that, because he doesn't even have to actually stay in the lane. All he really has to do is sit in the back and let his bear farm. And if they actually run Wild Soul in the long lane, he can actually just creep skip and have his bear level 1 pull the creeps towards his tower. It's a strat being done, and it's not an illegal strat. It's not backdooring. It's perfectly legal. Is it broken? Yes, but it's still done. And they pick up the Hammerstorm as well. So you see the Myrmidon Hammerstorm supports coming out. Really strong pair of supports there. If you can pick up the Behemoth Myrmidon, which I think is one of the strongest combos for the tri lane, Hammerstorm Myrmidon is a really good combo as well.
Yeah, definitely, especially with that Wild Soul, talk about that RNG on those Entangle procs, really,
Oh
really
yeah,
big.
yeah.
And we'll have to wait and see what they do choose for their last hero. As now it is being shadow picked as Thunderbringer here. So Thunderbringer, kind of a hero that has pretty much died out as well recently. Oh, as they have changed it to Pharaoh right here, so kind of trolling us.
Yeah. But the push that Wild Soul can also do, he's such a versatile hero, and in the international European scenes he's always banned. I think in the last game of the DreamHack tourney, MSI picked up the Wild Soul, and you want to touch on the last picks for MUFC?
Yeah, so MUFC finishing up with Flint, Beastwood, and Pyromancer. Now I know you're a big fan of that Pyromancer solo mid, of course, just huge amounts of burst damage, and of course they have that Flint Beastwood to rely on that late game. And Legion team are going to finish off with Thunderbringer, so the full lineup is going to be Pebbles, Wild Soul, Hammerstorm, Myrmidon, and Thunderbringer.
I suppose we're going to see Pebbles in the tri-lane. Yeah. That's fine with me, as long as he gets his early PK. And it's probably going to be Slither against Slither into safe lane against the Wild Soul. I don't think they're going to try into Wild Soul. I haven't seen that, but the lineup for this game is kind of surprising because as opposed to the more recent push type strategies that we see, this one's a little bit more old school.
Yeah, definitely. And now Hellborn team sending 4 heroes to this bottom lane, trying to catch someone off guard here. So of course it is probably going to be a Flint Beastwood tri-lane. Now the question is, who is going to be sent to this middle lane? Would you prefer it to be Torturer or this Pyromancer?
Me or Mishka?
Mishka.
I personally like Pyro.
Yeah. Oh, Jin is here as well.
Definitely.
Oh, as we see action right here, stun going out onto Hammerstorm. Fissure block, wrong side there, but Torture is still.
Yeah, Hammerstorm is caught out. He's gonna go down right here.
Oh, Pyromancer goes down as well. So 2 hero kills so far. Still action not finishing just yet. The only one who's not here is Slither, as now Torture being chased back, and he's gonna survive. Possibly, unless the Weed Field lands. No, it is gonna miss.
I love it. The creeps haven't even spawned. It's already 1-1. So, oh, interesting. Pebbles is gonna solo? Nah.
Pebbles?
Yeah, he's gonna...
Yeah, so Pebbles against that Pyromancer. So they're gonna send Thunderbringer to that top lane solo. With I suppose it's gonna be a roaming Hammerstorm and Myrmidon.
Yeah, and already you can see the counter wards already going out for Team MUFC. And that's probably going to get counter warded in a bit, the other ward there. But am I a fan of sending Thunderbringer to solo against the Slither? Not really. They have the same basic range. But that harass Slither can do in early levels can't, sure, Thunderbringer can nuke pretty well, but he excels in the middle lane because his first skill gives him the rune control because it pushes the lane. And if you're in the middle lane, that's fine because it gives you the ability to move into the both rune spots. And as you see Pebbles right here taking a stun from Pyromancer, but I don't know, I'm sending this Wild Soul to solo, yeah. So it is a Wild Soul solo with just the 2 supports hanging off the side, so...
Yeah, and you look at that top lane, look at that pressure Thunderbringer has been having. And in fact, a pause has been voted here. So we are joined by Sarah, I believe. Sarah, are you there? Okay, so he's not.
I guess not.
Yeah, Sarah timed out. I guess they're having issues at the LAN cafe there. So once again, for those who are just tuning in, this is the WCG Malaysian qualifiers. MUFC against Team Orange eSports. The winner of this qualifier, of course, will be flown to Singapore by Garena to compete there and will represent Malaysia So definitely a lot on the line.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to represent for your country in a grand stage like the World Cyber Games, and it doesn't get any bigger really. Besides the DreamHack tourney, so really interesting because this whole tournament we've just been seeing different styles for Southeast Asian teams, and it's just really surprising to see like stuff like the Fade ban and stuff like that, and it's just really interesting to see. And I hope that we're able to that one of these teams actually is able to go through because they're both really entertaining teams as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and speaking of the WCG, of course, Dustbin gonna represent Philippines.
Oh yeah, they beat Team Wookie in a really convincing fashion the other night. And actually, there's an inside joke between us Filipinos that it's whoever team CD is on, that's the team that's gonna win because in the Blue Skies tourney, CD was on Wookie and he just dominated mid. And it's just well, what can you say? Duskman's is really, really good team right now. Such a strong lineup. Really hard to beat right now.
So Jin, are you back there? Jin? Okay, never mind.
It's so the only third.
Oh, I see, okay. So still no action just yet. Of course, Torture and Behemoth here. Playing around with Boo Boo here. So Myrmidon right now he's just stacking creeps, you know, not really doing anything. Would you guys agree with this? As Pebble's taking a lot of pressure here, or would you rather Myrmidon like perhaps try and set something out at this bottom lane?
Well, I think it depends really because it's pretty hard for him to do something now, I guess.
Yeah, you see Myrmidon just staying in that middle lane and trying to help Pebble get as much farm as he can. But Pyromancer does have rune control so far.
Actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, he is 11 and 2 so far against a 8 and 4 Pyromancer.
Definitely.
But at the same time, though, if you look at the bottom lane, Thin Beastwood just having a really nice time here. Legion team, not much they can do as Behemoth and Torture constantly there applying pressure, and while also not getting any farm. As the Fissure stun might come out, no, just playing around, no stun just yet. And you look at Thunderbringer as well, he's already used his health potion, he's been taking, actually action at his bottom lane, while also 1 hit left, gonna use the health potion, and is gonna survive, so good use of that force, they're gonna juke in there. So very close call right there.
Yeah, hold on, sorry, my horn just crashed, so it's on.
Yeah, so stun going out onto Pyromancer, but not gonna land. Pyromancer now chasing Myrmidon bad. That's a lot of damage. Pyromancer with that double damage rune. Now harassing Pebbles. And once again, looking at this bottom lane, Walsall just not getting any farm at all. This Torture is just always there, top lane. Thunderbringer getting chased back. Thunderbringer gonna use the Homecoming Stone, but the dot damage is ticking down, and he might go down. No, okay, he's gonna survive. Yeah, at the middle lane, Myrmidon gets taken out by a hasted Pyromancer right here, and Pebbles forced to fall back. Yeah. That's not. He actually turns around and takes out Behemoth. So nice stand right there, able to take out Behemoth with him. So 5 hero kills so far. Pretty action-packed game, especially once Pyromancer and Pebbles get those farm and levels.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Jin.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So, Orange versus MUFC. Interesting matchup, yo.